Hello. Hey guys.
Give her a chance to put them out. And if she doesn't, then
Yeah.
she'll be asked to leave. Okay.
I'm gonna step out for a second. Yeah. I brought some stuff.
Bravo 10.
I was outside.
Or co-fox.
Bravo 10 on copy. Alpha 11 Central traffic stop. Alpha 11. I'll be in front of 303 North Summit, Ford attack, 531-1, Bravo on a silver Ford truck. 803 North Summit. 303.
I brought 10 Central 8 updates on the suicide person call.
Oh, I checked his
They're not coming in, which is a lot of them. All right.
which is so good for the environment, by the way. Let's talk about climate change next. Let's talk about climate change next. Let's talk about all the masks that I pick up every week on the beach. Let's talk about
That's what I'm saying in the parking lots.
Oh yeah, so helpful on the climate.
On the ground
Let's talk about all the ones I pick up on the beach.
I'll just go get a job.
Yes, always. Sit on that. You'll get lost. I never. Who was that movie where the guy gets in the gerbil cage and he was like born in it and the mom put him in there and he just like rolled everywhere? What movie was that in?
start and let them be disruptive in the meeting and then move on.
I should have been here for this. It's so funny. I would have spent the money on it too. I don't even care. Imagine Halloween. That would have been so funny for that. Like when you used to see me rolling down the street. Yeah. Yeah. My mom. Jamie. Yeah. Right. My mom actually worked for the school board up until March. When my dad was diagnosed with me too. It's okay. Happens. Canceled into a tube. We found out in December and it was going
Very discussing
actually
on medical exemption attorney.
It's okay. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what my company is.
And the attorney said she has to provide documentation.
It is. It's rough every single day.
I don't know that to be the truth.
I should just get the meeting started. Let
My mom is great. She retired. And just when my dad, when he was doing chemo, they came in the middle of his chemo treatment to basically say, they came from him and my dad was like, well, I can't really do it. There's just too much in there. It was 7 days off.
Just saying employees represent the district. Bad knowledge.
I mean, he went to the doctor and he just said it wasn't like long. It was like 2 hours. And you couldn't go.
Everybody has policy. Every business has policy.
So he did keep it. My mom wanted to take it as a shield. Just short of 30 years. So she got $1,000 or something like that. She'd say the report.
Yes, one of them.
So yeah, she's doing well. She's managing. She's in therapy. She does water every morning. She's living. She's
Okay, we're making paper. They can wait outside, and we will allow each one of them to come in at a time. That's all LA for you. Calling on LA emergency traffic clear, emergency traffic clear. We're not going to take away your right to speak. Okay.
Yeah, no, we were calling, so we need.
Hi, Jamie. How are you? How are you?
Go ahead and ask her to leave. It's fine. They're asking her to leave.
I understand.
I'm going to ask both ways. We understand you want to speak at the meeting tonight, that's perfectly fine. What we're going to ask you to do is step outside when it's your turn to speak, come on in, go to the dais, where they're welcome to speak. At that point in time, we ask you to leave. If you want to sit in here, listen to the board meeting, you're more than welcome to do that, but you're required to wear a mask per our policy. Okay? So, you can hear the meeting. So we'll set up so you can hear the meeting. You can hear the meeting through. You can hear the meeting through. And answer a question. You can.
No, he's not ordering Governor DeSantis. He said that he can be in public speaking. I don't care anymore.
That actually does
I'm
not.
going to speak to the governor. He told me I'm allowed to be here today.
That doesn't, for K-12, that does not impact K-12.
Can we call DeSantis then? Because you're just telling me that the rules don't matter.
I'm asking you real quick, it does not apply to you.
I'm not there. I am not there.
All I'm asking
Don't get another canvas if you say.
want to speak, please step outside, all you more than welcome to come in. You can sit at the dais, you can sit at the dais, and then you're more than welcome to speak once we're done. If not, then we'll just,
I'm going to appeal to all the people that are going to watch this on TV, okay? We are citizens of the United States, residents of Florida. Our governor has told us that we are allowed to be in public places without a mask on, and that he will not enforce anything with a citation or the fine. I am acting within my rights as a Florida resident and as an autonomous, sovereign individual. I'm not
You want me to say
I'm
trespass them now that they refuse to go? Because I already asked them a couple
and I
times.
care about you and your health. I ask.
What do you need from me?
Yeah, tell them that.
And I'm done with it. So let's start the meeting.
I don't know, I think so, yeah. All right. So, one last thing, so I'm gonna ask politely again, if you don't mind, please check to me if you're not wearing a mask. You're welcome to come in and speak, when it's your turn to speak, and then we're gonna ask you to leave again. If you refuse to do that, I'm forced to then impose trespass on all of you that are here.
Are you really willing?
Yes.
Are you really willing to put 5 moms in jail?
Anybody else? Okay.
Well, I just like, where I said, I didn't hear me very well. Unconstitutional. I want to know where, I was listening to your policy and how all of you are gonna sit here and you guys are gonna watch this. We want what's best for our children, what's best for your children.
Mothers in jail.
So,
I want to make sure that it's clear, okay? It's the city of Deland. We are here in city of Deland. This is a Deland City police officer. They have approached us and said that they're going to trespass us. You know what happens when they trespass us?
Hey, on Lieutenant T's request, can you meet us at 200 North Clara? All right. All right, bye.
When the governor of the state has told us, you cannot take us out of here for not wearing a mask.
The school board is asked you several times to wear a mask and asked you to leave. Now, when you're refusing,
I need to ask you guys to please take care of my kids. I have 3 kids outside. I will not allow this
Do they need
to
car
happen.
seats?
They can ride with
I
me.
have a car and I'll give you my
My
cousin.
kids are downstairs.
My husband is out of
She has
town.
car
He's
seats
out of
for
town
Lindsay.
until Thursday. I'm asking you guys.
Can they come home with me? Is that okay?
This is the village, okay? And this is the community that we're building, and we are not standing for this kind of coercion anymore. Yes, sir. Please take care of my arms if that's what you want to do. I'm done.
Can you please walk outside?
No, I will not walk out. I'm not leaving this building. Governor DeSantis needs to see that this is what is happening in his state. And I hope that President Trump sees this as well. This is not what we stand for as a country.
Until you still remain that you trespass on his property.
On what grounds? I want to apologize to my children. I want to apologize to my husband that I'm putting you guys through this. It is absolutely horrific. We lived in Nazi Germany and we didn't do anything, and we let 6 million people die, and that's where we're going. This is what is happening next. When you remove people from public spaces for not covering their faces, that's what happens next.
This is exactly why we're here today, guys. This is exactly why we're here today.
I don't want to go to jail. I never in my life thought I would
I will
ever.
wait outside, I am speaking to
I
you.
never thought this is where things were gonna go, but if that's what it comes down to, then
And
that's
that's,
what it
if
comes down
that's what
to.
it's going to come down to, then
If
that's
you
what's
will not
gonna
get started until we wait outside, but I am speaking today at this meeting, so. We'll be here till 10.
I also want to make a shout out to peoplesrights.com and Anna Bundy.
If you guys could all share this,
Tim, I know we've met.
tag whoever.
Rachel.
Share this if you can. I'm gonna save it on here.
I'm not going to follow the guidelines that you're setting because they are not in accordance with our state guidelines.
Volusia County School Board.
This isn't a private business. The governor said, everywhere that we can be that is public, we do not have to comply. He said if you're in a private
We're medically
business,
exempt.
of course it's a private business. But this is not a private business. Is anyone aware that public education is public? I can be here. But I'm not leaving. And I am angry because when did this start? In March. So I'm not angry from today. I'm angry from March 14th, when my husband got sent home from his job and was told he couldn't work at his school anymore. I'm angry since March. And I'm angry from the DeLand city meetings where they told everyone in the city of DeLand they need to wear masks. This is not about today. And also,
Comply and wear a mask.
I know how this position. It's not anything personal, and I don't want to be in this position.
Yeah, the governor that. If you trust the law, is there not anything you can do about us being in a public place?
The problem that the lieutenant is trying to explain to her is this isn't about the mask. It's the administrators who are asking her to leave. She's causing a disruption, whether that's founded or unfounded. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's causing a disruption. You seem like a reasonable person, okay? And so am I.
So is she.
I'm not saying she's not. I'm saying just me talking to you, you coming up to me, and us having a decent conversation leads me to believe you're a reasonable person. This isn't about a mask. This is about, there's other people here, not just you, not just her, not just your group. There's other additional people here. right? We're all here for a reason, probably for the kids. I'm not even sure what the meeting's about, but we're probably all here for a good reason, all right? The meeting or whatever was going on here has stopped because there's a disruption. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, there's a disruption.
Yeah. That the school board caused the disruption.
Whatever it is, okay? Whatever it is.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
they're harassing her.
I hear what you're saying. And
That is harassment, correct?
I have no idea. I'm not going to say yes or no because I need to know more about it. You follow what I'm saying? I can't just go, yes, I agree with you, and I'm not going to do that just because I don't know anything about it. So the problem we have now is the meeting's not going to go forward. He's offered a compromise, all right? They're saying there's a medical exemption. Whether it is or isn't, I don't know, and I'm not going to look into it. I'll take her at her word that she has a medical exemption. I'll take you at your word that you have a medical
They're not
exemption.
allowed to ask, and they're not allowed to discriminate.
I hear what you're saying. Somebody here brought up they had a medical exemption, right? That's what I'm saying. I'll take you at your word that that's what you have. Okay? So, so anyways, so the administrator said, okay, listen, this is our rules when everybody wear masks. If you say you can't wear a mask, you want medical exemption, that's fine. Let's work out a compromise because we're reasonable people and want to move forward. Let's have everybody walk outside. When you want to come in, they're still allowing you to speak. They just want to have a certain thing for other people in the room who don't agree with your set of your ideas. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. So that seems pretty reasonable to me as somebody that just walked in here trying to resolve a problem, which is kind of my job. Now where we're at from here is that for whatever reason, let's just use her for example, she doesn't want to agree to this compromise. I will not agree to that. Okay, so where do we go from there?
I want to just shout out to all of you women.
Apparently,
you're the strongest people in this country
can't
right
move
now.
forward.
You're holding our
He
country
has the right to
accountable,
say,
and I am
listen,
so honored to
I
stand
don't want you
with
here at this
Thank
property
you.
anymore. You're causing disturbance. And if she won't leave, he calls the police and says, hey, I want this person trespassed. So now it's not about a mask. It's about her not leaving. Her being at this property when she's not allowed to. I know it's over that, but it's moved to something else. All right? I pull you over for a seatbelt violation. You decide to flee from the police. I don't arrest you for the seatbelt violation. I arrest you for fleeing from the police. So that's kind of where we are. We don't want to take her to jail. I don't want to take you to jail. That's a lot of paperwork. I mean, an asshole. I want everybody to get along.
I'm a nurse. I know about paperwork.
Exactly.
No, I mean,
So we just want to
it's not
resolve.
fair and equal treatment to be able to sit in and listen to the meeting. If
I hear what you're
we
saying.
have to wait outside.
But what I understand, and I would be upset about that too. However, I'm a reasonable person just like you. If we come to agreement and say, hey, you can speak if you want. You can come in here without your mask. Everybody else is going to have a mask on. I want you to just stand outside while you do that because you don't agree with my way of thinking. You can't force me to agree with you. You can't tell me, Jason, I want you to take your mask off right now. You can't force me to do that.
Right.
Just like I
No,
can't
I
force you to
respect
put
if
it
you
on. And
wanna wear
I
yours.
appreciate that. So in this situation, one of us has to come, or both of us should come to an agreement or a compromise because we all live here. I live in DeLand. I don't know if you live in DeLand, but this is our community, Central Florida, okay? So if I say I want to speak and he's allowing you guys to speak and say I want to hear the meeting, well, he'll make arrangements for you guys to hear and see the meeting out here with the TV and a speaker or something.
I'm okay with that because I don't want to speak.
Yeah. So that's all we do. We try and compromise. And if we can't, then what do? They either adjourn the meeting and nobody gets to speak, and that's not good for anybody. Or they say, hey, she needs to leave and she refuses, and I have to take her. I don't want to take her to jail. Now, what's that going to solve? It's not going to solve any problems. It's going to solve this immediate problem right now, maybe.
We're at a medical freedoms rally on Sunday. Like, this is what we fight for, you know?
I want that as well. And all this stuff is very confusing. But that's where we are. We're trying to work out a compromise.
Well, if it's his fault, then he should leave the room. Exactly.
What's the temperature?
Hi. I'm smiling. I know you can't see.
I can tell because of your eyes. You have crow's feet.
1 second. Oh, come on.
Everyone in the has been stay corrected. Be the stay corrected. And the industry
They are a little.
Five Bravo 10 Central. I had background. Were you calling me?
41 is going to that disturbance on Euclid by himself. The suspect has a hammer and history of violence.
Mutual aid from 20. See if you can send a deputy.
5 Lewis, I can back him as well.
Copy.
Thank you, Central. And if you would just let 20 know I only have 2 officers right now. Yeah, that's fine. Just as long as 20's aware that I only have 2 officers probably for the rest of the day.
One more thing. Do you pay taxes in the city? And do you pay taxes in the city? He just told me a lot of times that their property. Their property.
Try behind you.
I live in Volusia
You're all right, you're all
County,
right.
and you live in Volusia County, and all of you live here, so
Yes, he's coming down. I don't know where he's at yet.
this is my question. As much as it is yours.
So he's on his way.
92 your face.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, yeah, you are. You're wearing it. It's just as well as
Break me from the 13P and put me on the Volvo. Copy. In reference to the Bolo, it's Newark and Kepler. Westbound, it's a black Mazda 4-door, dark tint.
Do you know her?
Occupied with a robbery suspect out of Seminole County.
You don't know who that is? Oh, I thought you did because that's what you sent to me.
For arrest. The tag's gonna be
No, I know, but do you know who that is?
Mike
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I love you.
2378. Mike.
Oh, who is that?
Back on a black 13 Mazda and Alexander Ortiz.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Love you. Bye.
There have been some children climbing the flagpole. It's kind of dangerous.
I'll let him know. 1 second. Hey, go ahead.
704 West Euclid Avenue. Suspect with Class C.
I don't know what that means. Positive or not positive? Oh, not detected. All right. We'll just hang out. Don't do anything.
He was last seen walking on Euclid towards 15A.
Do you know if they're going to have the meeting?
We're still working on it, ma'am. We're still working on it. I got a security officer coming out. There's a little bit of a discussion.
Well, I want them to clean the room.
Hey, Cap. Yes, ma'am. So we're at the school board, 200 North Clara, on the north side of the building. There's the amp. I'm not sure if you're aware where this is. It's north side of the building. You'll see our patrol cars. It's if you go where the police department is, Clara there, you just go 1 block north, and I think you can turn right past Rich. It's a big parking lot in the back. It's a big red brick building. Okay, cool. All right, bye. Say he's almost here.
But I didn't. I received That's who receives. The city of DeLand.
Miller and
The county of Volusia.
Sumter and Harris are both negative.
They are telling us that all of the rights that we have to not wear masks under.
Hasn't gone anywhere yet. They're just standing by. You want to go get tested?
But Harris and
Harris and Sumter.
We will not
Okay.
enforce this. We will not send anybody out there.
Okay.
They're telling me that none of that is going to be upheld because right here where we're sitting in this building, they have no right.
Yeah, she can stay right there.
All right. Thank you.
Somebody else called and said some of the kids are trying to climb a flagpole or something like that. I don't know.
They're probably on the back thing. Oh my God.
And then when she's ready, she can come. Or you can tell her next time.
511.
We need to go.
5 Bravo 41. She advised
Your
3
mommy
lane mails
wants
left.
I'm sorry.
She knows how longer has a visual on them. White male, no shirt, blue jeans, no shoes.
and has a hammer.
.31 on patrol.
Yeah, go ahead, Sergeant.
All right, 1019, drop him off and go 10-8. 11, you on patrol?
Go ahead.
All right, you guys go 10-8, available for calls.
Bravo 5170, there's no injuries. Just partial signal 16. Road rescue, code 1 for hazards.
Copy.
Five Bravo 10 second.
5 Bravo 10.
All right, so 14, 11 and 31 are going to come back 10-8.
Copy.
Bravo 10, are you ready, patrol?
Good.
The paperwork 1098, clear to transport?
Oh,
Copy.
This is a nightmare. Ainley. Yeah, no, and they've been explained by Akins, by the school board attorney, school board rep, that the mask mandated counts for here. I'm waiting for Dice to get here, so because there's cameras here, and as soon as because there's about 6 or 8 of them that we're gonna have to deal with,
you all got kids.
and they got kids, and it's a mess up here with them. Right, and right, and it's been multiple times, and we're trying to talk, and they're willing just to, turn around, put their hands behind their back, and go. They're willing to do that, but there's a bunch of cameras here that are gonna. I want somebody here that can either answer that right now, what's going on, or I want somebody else. Okay, allegedly, but I don't know where he's at. So.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's the same people that were at the mask ordinance for the city. It's the same. Right. Right, and we're trying to work with them, but it's just not going to work. But I want somebody here because there's cameras, and we're going to go. Is the camera going to go on us? It's going to be maybe some questions.
I sent them a map.
All right, yeah. Yeah, and they already know that I'm waiting on Dice before we do anything, before we take any action. So, all right, thank you. But
Say it was right around the corner. I just sent them a map.
sorry, I just want to make sure that I have my chain
Yeah, no
here. Hey, Kat. Just seeing where you're at.
Let me come meet them right down here. Show them in.
I just want to know if you think that this is actually saving you from a deadly virus. If you actually think that's doing anything. Do you really? I don't think so. There's like zero medical reason for this. This is all controlled. And you're falling for it.
Okay, so you're up at ISP? All right, we're Garfield. Okay, all right, we'll see you here in just 2 minutes. Thanks, sir. Bye. He's at ISB in Garber.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stand in there.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. I'm good.
Copy Central Unit Park, emergency traffic. 5 Bravo 41 Central on the route. 5 Bravo 41 Central, change location on the route to him in just 14. Don't have any charges, evaluate for BA, but nothing at this point, and no threats or anything with the hammer. 10-4, no charges, and evaluate for BA. Delta 24, can you copy the well-being check? Kilo 24 Central 2 floors tags. Red. India 9-8 Bravo uniform so far. So far. Quebec Charlie Julia Sierra 1-4. 5 Kilo 24 back center. Go ahead. 9051 requested rescue, but we can cancel it. We're going to be okay. Tow trucks can handle it when they get here. Copy, no hazard. 10-4.
Park Bravo 11, copy PH6.
Exit 44 Central.
Exit 44.
He's down with me at 41.
Okay. Are they gonna have the meeting?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
I mean, I really wanted to attend the meeting and
We're doing our best to resolve the problem.
I know.
So the same group, it's the same group that came to the mask ban ordinance at the city hall. It's the same group. Now, they don't want to wear masks. The school board said, okay, we'll wait outside, live stream it, we give you the way to live stream it, and we'll bring each one of you in one at a time to talk, because they're claiming medical exemption. And the attorney for the school board said, unless they can do some type of verification that that's the procedure that they'll use. They wait outside, and one at a time they would come in and be allowed to give their voice and speak to the commission or to the school board. Mr. Akins told them that gave them that information, and said if you're not going to do that, you're to leave your trespass. So he's already told them that they're trespassing.
So did Mr. Penley.
And so I went up and reiterated off of what Mr. Aiken said about the school board can say who's here and not here under their rules, and that they would need to leave, step outside, and come in one at a time. The school district attorney, Kevin Penley, and the school board attorney, Ted Doran, told them the same thing. With that, saying that there's an emergency order in place that has been upheld regarding masks being worn at school board meetings, at least school board meetings, because they're saying the governor hasn't enacted, or the county hasn't enacted a mask mandate, and the governor hasn't enacted a mask mandate, so they're going on that. But they were explaining that there's a emergency order in place that's been upheld that school districts can impose a mask mandate. She's refused. She says she's not going to leave. She's been respectful. She's loud and got her 6 or 7 other people that she's discussing with. But she's like, take me, and she's willing to put her hands behind her back and stuff like that. She's not being aggressive or physically confrontational. She's just verbally and just being defiant to the rule. Now, I want to ask you to maybe give them an opportunity to listen to you to say it, because there's 3 cameras back here. Channel 6 is definitely one of them, 3 reporters. But
They're all streaming live on Facebook as well.
Yeah, they're already panned us as soon as we walked in the room. But before we do anything, if you can get Chief a call. Before we do anything. Before we do anything, as far as.
And I don't think all of them have been trespassed. I think we're mainly speaking with the ringleader there. But I'm thinking if she go.
Except the one that's in the front row with her. Okay. She's the same as Rachel.
I got you.
Tell the chief I said, hey. Sorry. Chief,
Yeah, they're not in there gonna cause a fight or anything. They're just being disruptive.
I mean, I get it. I get their little stance. They've had their 15 minutes of fame. Let's move on. My opinion.
Is there any other way to resolve this without somebody having to go to jail? Is there a way to adjourn the meeting and have it scheduled for a different date?
No.
No? Okay.
We got a charter school, required charter school.
Tell me real.
And if we escort them off the property, you're not,
We don't want to rush us off the property, off and out of the building.
Tell me real.
And anybody that's not going to comply with it's what we need to do. All right. So now, if she refuses you guys, it's up to you. But if she comes back, then we will want to arrest. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the problem lies with physically
I get it.
grabbing and removing, right? She's going to passively resist.
I know.
Which is what she's doing. I doubt that she's going to put up a fight. We'll probably, if we get to, you're now under arrest, we'd like you to leave or whatever. She's not going to leave. She'll make us handcuff her, make a scene, and then we'll, she may not go. That's what I'm saying. So if for us to put hands on it, it's, yes, she needs to be trespassed. Yes, I want to follow through with trespass charges.
We will. Okay? If they leave now, we're done. If they
No, I
don't leave,
understand.
then we're going to follow the trespass charges
I
and
gotcha.
be done with it.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
From outside, like they do because they're in there.
and this lady here is part of it, but she's a little bit.
I know.
Oh, okay. You wanna go up there and cut it down? Go up there.
I think I'll probably like just wait outside.
You want me to ask anybody else to come up here? Cars or anything?
No, I want to make it like a show floor. I think we. What they're wanting to do is have the cameras capture us grabbing them and moving them out. That's what they want. That's what they're seeking.
You didn't give Jeff mine. I mean, the chief.
No, I mean, he got off the phone with her. I know. He got off the phone with her pretty quick.
Rachel and Bandana. She's pretty much been a voice piece for these others that are sitting right here in the same group or section. Okay. And then the school board's meeting was supposed to start at 1 o'clock. And now it's almost 2. And technically, he checked with the city attorney and said the school board attorney get their stuff out of function.
Okay, okay. We're at a school board meeting. We're clearly within our rights.
I'm going to see that this is going to be.
Go ahead.
Central.
running.
That's the problem. Everyone else is complying.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why we're here. That's exactly why we're here. We're a society that's losing our democracy. We're a country that's losing the right to not comply and say, that's not a rule you can make about me. My body is mine. I'm an autonomous person. I have personal sovereignty, and I cannot tell you what to put on my face.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Especially because our governor gave us that right. Separate but equal. Oh, I can't believe you're saying that to me.
That's what this is. That's what this is. I'm so confused. How are we supposed to set up a meeting if we have to wear the mask in here while we're telling you how the masks are fair? I'm sorry. I don't care at all. I just want to be clear on that.
Here's the thing.
Hi, Chris. Okay, I'll try to call him back. Thank you so much.
Give legal advice like a lawyer. The law is that they're back to release. They no longer want her on the property. They trespassed her. Right now I can put her in handcuffs and arrest her. I don't want to do that. It's not unfounded. Anyone can call a cop and say that, but you're not affiliated with the school. If you're just out there in the parking lot, say, hey, there's a guy trespassing here, I come and say, hey, man, are you affiliated? One thing is, you're lost in translation, but you're saying, can anybody? Yeah, anybody can call the police. They do it all the time.
Yeah, but like if I'm at the library, which is a public place, and they're like, I don't like you being here because you don't have a mask, so I'm going to call the police and ask if you be removed for trespassing because that really in the right to do that?
Well, first we're kind of trying to resolve what the problem is originally. They don't want you there because of a mask or whatever policy they have, right? And let's say it's not a policy of a mask. Let's say they have to.
Hey, Rebecca, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a snack for my boy. Do you want anything?
Oh, I don't even have that. Everything is
Do you need water?
I'm good.
Thank you. One bottle of water? Yeah, absolutely.
Can you, this is my son's water bottle, so I'm a little worried he doesn't have water, but it's empty because
I can go fill it and bring it back to you.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, we want to try and resolve problems. You want to be at the library, you want to be here for the meeting, that's fine. But there's rules people have to follow. When do your rights infringe on my rights? Can you make me? Can you tell me to take my mask off?
No, but I wouldn't.
Well, maybe you
But
would.
it's
Maybe
the
you're
same-
the kind of person.
But isn't that the same as them trying to tell you to put one on? If
Maybe,
I mean,
but
that's what we're here for today.
this is true, right? We live in Florida and people make rules, and they say, hey, Jason, mine's Jason, by the way. They say, hey, Rebecca. So they say, hey, Jason, go enforce these rules that we make.
Right.
And if you or I don't like these rules, then we elect people to change the rules. Right? So where we're at right now is we tried to compromise, and nobody wants to compromise. So where do we go? She wants us to arrest her so it can go on cameras. I don't want to do that, whether that's her intention or not. I think that's what I'm getting from her conversation. I haven't spoke to her directly. I'm just overhearing the conversation.
I think it's like, where is it going to go?
Where are we going to go from here?
Right.
What is your goal? To go and speak at the meeting here. What if the meeting doesn't happen?
Right. I'm willing to walk out at the last piece of it, but I
They're
just
saying
have
they're
to
going to.
speak today.
No, I understand. And there's people outside that want that as well. And I'm sure some of these people here want that.
Right.
So when do your guys' rights and stuff infringe on their rights? Right? And you want me to come here? I'm not a lawyer. I don't make $250 an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's hot out,
Yeah, I know.
stuff like that, and I'm sweating. I'm just trying to figure it out so we can all figure it out. He seems they've made a reasonable compromise. Hey, I'll allow you not to wear your mask here. You guys just step outside. We'll live stream it, put it on TV speakers. You'll be able to, and you can come in here and say your piece. And then you can leave when the meeting's done. At least that way the meeting goes on. And then everybody's happy. Sort of. At least it goes on. But if we have to arrest her, if we have to arrest you guys because for trespassing, not for speaking. Go ahead. I'm videotaping too. Not scared of videotape. So, hi. That doesn't solve our problem.
Yeah.
Because then you get out of jail
Right.
very quickly if we have to do that. And trust me, I don't want to do that, Rachel. I don't. I'm going to go back to the car where it's nice and cold and drink my soda. All right?
We're not menaces.
I'm not saying you are,
You know.
but here we are. I'm here now because of this situation. I can't go help other people, and I'm short-staffed today. There's people at the police department that have COVID that came down with it. We're short-staffed. I need to be out there in the public serving them, and I can't leave because of the situation. So somebody here has to compromise. If the meeting doesn't go on, you guys aren't satisfied. If we have to arrest you, which we don't want to do, the problem remains. So we need to figure that out. You may be.
For her.
I know.
Make sure
Hey,
that
I appreciate that. You need to show support for her, right? She has to make.
covering her butt.
This is true. Well, she wants to make her point, and if her point is, I'm going to stand up, I'm going to be defiant. I'm going to say, hey, you guys need to listen to me, and if that means I have to get arrested, that's what it means. At least I get arrested, and I show everybody else that, hey, I'm serious about this, which is fine. She can do that. I don't want her to do that, though. I want us to all get along.
You know, she sees people's faces covered and it freaks her out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're done. She's on the phone with her attorney, and spoke to her attorney, and it's clear that how they could attend the meeting.
The police is not here to enforce some mass rule, right? We're not here for that. That's the school board rule. We're not here to enforce a mass rule. However, you guys have been trespassing on the property. All right? You have been trespassing. That's why we're here. This is the last time that we're going to ask you to leave. You have to leave if you've been trespassing on the property. Who all has been trespassing on the property?
Yeah, it's the ones without the
All right.
young lady in blue.
The ones without the mask. You can say it.
Yeah, you can say it.
Go ahead.
So, all 5 of you individuals,
As well.
people right here.
Hold up. I had my mask on the whole time. My son kept taking it off. That's not me.
Have you been trespassed?
She needs to put her
It's not on her face.
Okay, watch this. And everybody over there didn't last week.
I'm not concerned, listen, I ain't concerned about the mask right now. All I'm concerned about is who have we given verbal trespass away from this property.
This is your mask.
All right, everybody
I
sit
spoke
right.
to nobody here.
Listen, I'm not up for debate. If you've been trespassed from the property, let's go ahead and leave. Start with you. You can back out. Ma'am,
Thank
go
you,
ahead and
Rebecca.
leave.
I've spoke to nobody about being trespassed, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Be
I didn't
trespassed.
speak to you. I've never
Ma'am,
spoken to you. Who are you?
ma'am, just go ahead and leave.
You do not have to leave.
I'm not
You
going
do not
anywhere.
have to leave.
If you don't leave, you will be arrested for trespassing.
Trespassing for what?
You will be arrested for
Why am I not
trespassing.
allowed to be here?
Leave.
Why am I not allowed
Last
to be here?
time, I'm not
No,
gonna say it
Why
again.
can't you explain it to me?
Because they trespassed you from the property.
For what?
They trespassed you.
But
The
on what
owner,
grounds?
we're
What
here,
grounds?
we're here because the owner has trespassed you from the property. You take that up with the school board.
Why did you trespass me? I've never spoken to any of you about anything.
Ma'am,
No warning
ma'am,
was given to me.
ma'am, go ahead and leave.
No.
Go ahead and leave.
Absolutely not.
Go ahead and leave or you will be
No.
arrested.
Please stand up, ma'am.
All right,
You need to leave, okay?
you'll be arrested one at a time
Please
if you
stop
don't
resisting,
leave.
okay? I do
I'm
not.
not resisting anything.
You are. Stand up and walk,
I'm
please.
not
Okay.
resisting. I want to stay in for the meeting.
I need you to walk back here for me, okay?
I want to stay for the meeting.
Can you please walk? I do not want to get hurt, and I don't want to hurt you. Thank you.
Hope you
I
guys are all
appreciate you.
getting this.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You just stand by right here.
Go ahead and leave.
Congratulations.
Can you tell Lindsay to come get my daughter, please?
I will.
Got it?
Hey, I need you.
She's only gonna be arrested if she refused to leave after she's been trespassed.
You refuse to leave because we are.
Lindsay, please get Leah. I'm taking the child out of here. Go with Lindsay, please.
All right.
I'm not trespassing. I'm taking the child.
Okay?
I own a house in this county. I pay taxes in
All
this
right, well,
county.
get with the school board and get your
Where's
child.
the owner? I'm going to speak with the owner.
Okay.
You're trespassing on
Sorry
your
that
own.
this is so difficult.
We're not angry about nobody.
You don't have to apologize to me.
Don't
I appreciate
apologize to us. But we have
I appreciate you. Thank you.
With a broken down vehicle.
Make sure it's known that they're going to arrest me while I nurse a baby. Make sure it's known that they're arresting me while I nurse a baby.
On my own volition.
All right, ma'am, go ahead and leave.
Ma'am, can you stand up, please?
I will not stand up. I will not. And you will not touch me while I hold my child. I hope you're recording this, love. I'm not leaving this room and I have the baby in my arms.
Ma'am, who can we get to come get your child?
We got cameras too. So
You are not.
you can
Yeah,
stand
but
up.
that time and time again has proven you guys are body
This
cameras.
room. They're standing out there. Look at this.
Ma'am, ma'am.
What?
Wow.
My body. Anyone mind covering my body?
It's all right. I got it.
This This is what they do when you go inside without a mask on.
No,
They
no.
put you on
Is
the
there some-
ground.
can you come
I'm
with me and
laying
get
on the
her
ground.
baby?
What?
I'm
Her
going to
child,
get
the baby.
that
Can you
in.
come
That's
with
what
me?
I was trying to do.
They were not letting people in to get the children.
I'll get what. Okay.
I let them in to get child.
I'll bring her in.
This is ridiculous.
I'll bring her.
Why are you leaving me out of this room?
I got you.
The governor, we do not have to wear a mask for the governor. I know my rights.
Well, you're trespassing on the property, you have to leave. That's all we're gonna talk about. All right? Take it up with the school
allowed
board.
her back in here to help you with your child.
Well, she's eating.
Ma'am, you're gonna go to jail for resisting.
How am I resisting by nursing?
Because we're asking you.
Your body cam that you say, all of you guys' body cam sees my child is eating. I am a breastfeeding mom.
Okay.
The only nutrients that my child receives is breast milk. So when you arrest me, they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna feed her. So I have to make sure that she's at least fed until that
Well,
point.
that will be your fault because we're asking you to leave and you refuse
No,
to
because
do
you
it.
guys will not
You're
honor
breaking
our
the
rights
law.
as citizens.
You're
We should be
breaking
able
the
to
law.
speak at this.
You're
We are not
violating
breaking
the
the
law.
law by wanting to speak at this
You're
meeting.
violating the law, so you can't blame us for not being able to feed your child. You take accountability for yourself. That's not our fault. And you will be arrested if you don't leave.
785-3730.
And you can still breastfeed your child right out here.
Does Lindsay have the girls? Eden has my keys.
What is your name now?
These are children.
In the trunk is a black
How do you
diaper
feel
bag where
good
her
about
diapers are.
this?
I don't understand how all of you sit over here and you
How
guys
do
are all
you
watching
feel
me.
good
You guys are
about
disgusting
this?
human
Could you
beings.
go ahead and take the baby?
I'm not gonna.
What
I,
is your name?
if you're
Okay.
asking me to remove the
asking you
baby,
to-
I am not going to remove
Okay,
the
well,
baby.
you get out.
Then you can leave that.
No, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
wait.
All right. Either that or you can leave.
That's why I asked you in here for.
Do you want me to? Don't put your hands on me.
Ma'am, we've
Please
already
don't
asked
put
you.
your hands on me. Please.
Don't-
I
asking
will
this
leave.
way.
Please do not
This
put your
way.
hands on
Okay,
me.
you're
Do you
not
want
leaving.
me? Do you want me
You're
to
not
take
leaving.
her?
Go ahead and leave.
Hold on.
Can you stop?
Thank you.
All right.
Don't touch her while she holds my baby.
Okay.
That's all I ask. Don't touch her while she holds my child.
Okay.
You have my phone?
Okay, come on,
got your
ma'am. Let's go.
There's a diaper bag in the trunk. She needs a
Ma'am,
diaper change.
ma'am, get up out of the seat and let's go.
Stand up for us.
With so much love in my and your heart feels.
So you guys really,
Walk it, walk it. Oh, careful.
all of this for a mask. All these because you guys are sheep. You guys are sheep. You're doing exactly what they say. You guys are a bunch of sheep.
Open the door.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be vaccines. You guys are just gonna sit there and fucking take it like little fucking sheep. Pathetic. You guys are pathetic.
Okay. Did he get everyone's name? For helping us out with this?
I will also give you my name.
You will? Okay, perfect. Hey, can you help me start working on getting people's names?
Yeah.
What happened?
You're putting your hands on me.
Why not putting your hands on these people, bruh?
Because they're not real men. That's why. Because they're not real men. A real man does not go to camera like I don't give a fuck about absolutely fucking outrageous for having an opinion.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing
We're
nothing
having a
wrong, and y'all know that.
Get your name.
Yes.
Unless
What
free
happens
press-
by
unless
the
free
fact that I was
press is,
trespassed? What does that mean
bad
now?
thing,
So
which
we
is what
issue a
y'all saying
trespass
right
warrant.
now.
Take it over.
If you come back to this property, which I assume encompasses all of the school board property here, within 365 days you can subject to
You want to
arrest.
know if we put our hands on
Okay?
this one?
That can, however, be rescinded.
Not touching
You can follow up with the property.
Nobody.
No, that's not the fuck. That's all.
The property owner
I saw
you
police put their hands
call
on two
them
fucking females.
and say,
dog.
hey, this is what it was. I'd like you to rescind this
Go ahead and
trespass.
leave, ma'am. Whatever.
You understand?
It was video. How can you deny it?
My name is Rachel, R-A-C-H-A-E-L. Cohen, C-O-H-E-N.
And what's your date of birth, Ms. Cohen?
3/14/82.
82. Okay, no problem. Ma'am?
Thank you for your patience. We
I'm
really
trying,
appreciate
listen,
it.
I spoke with her. Okay, this is, and I didn't get an opportunity to speak with you in there because everybody else is speaking. We got a number of people here. Myself.
His health is such in jeopardy, but he's outside here with us. That was the whole thing. His health, but he's outside here with us. Can you explain that? If your health is in jeopardy and we won't wear a mask and we're so infectious,
So anyways,
why are you out here with us? What's the point?
We're just trying to resolve the problem.
Does it make
okay?
you feel good and powerful?
The problem is that we've lost our American rights, right? Our freedom to be.
Here's what I wanted.
people.
I wanted you guys to speak. I've already spoken to her, and she can tell you after, outside of our presence.
So we're waiting out here, but we can speak. We can't go in to speak when it's our turn.
No, that time has passed. That
Time has passed. We can't speak.
They were never going to give us that time.
We tried to do that, ma'am. Okay,
I
and
still-
she can
If
explain
we
that to you.
complied.
I walked out on my own.
No, I know, and I appreciate that.
Are they gonna give me time to speak?
No, not anymore. You guys have been
How is
trespassed.
that
That's
fair?
why I
We
need
had our
your name.
masks on the.
They
I had
told
my
us
mask
if
on
we
the
came
entire
out
time.
peaceably that we'd be allowed to speak.
That was before you were trespassed.
I left
They
before
didn't
that.
inform you that they were trespassing.
They did not
They
inform
did
me
it
of that.
while you were sitting there, and so you didn't know, like, oh, I've lost my right to be here.
I was standing ready to leave and I was filming for her protection.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my lawyer and a number of people said we needed to film what was going on to
Yeah, and
make
it was
sure
all
everything
filmed.
was covered.
Yeah, and I've been filming the whole time as well, just like you guys have.
Good, good.
They told us that if we came out here, we could watch the meeting and then they would call us in
That
for
was
comments.
before, and you were there. I was talking with you when all this was happening. Okay.
Can you speak on
so-
my behalf for that I was going to leave on my own and I did walk out
Yeah,
before they had to
I will
forcibly take people out?
I will let them know.
And
I
I-
will tell you, from Jason to you, I will tell them that.
Thank
Okay.
you. I appreciate that.
What is your first name? Can you spell it for me?
Rebecca Sarwi.
R-E.
B-E-C-C-A.
think you did anything
And last name?
Sarwi, S-A-R,
the school board did, and so
W-I.
S-A-R-W. Sorry. Sorry.
S-A-R-W-I.
Got it. I was just saying. How you say that?
Sarwi.
Okay,
We're
gotcha.
with you.
Do you have a middle name at all?
Jean. J-E-A-N.
Jean. And what's your date of birth, Rebecca?
8/29/84.
2984. Okay, so like I told Rachel here, okay, you guys have been trespassed from the property. If you come anywhere on the property within 365 days, you'll be subject to arrest.
Does everybody
Okay? So
understand
if you
that?
come back onto the property, when they call us, I had to come arrest you. I don't want to do that.
But I left on my own.
No, I understand, but they've trespassed you from the
So
property.
everybody understands.
However,
So
this
everybody
can be
understands
rescinded,
they-
which means it can be taken back.
Okay.
I've explained that to her. You can call the school board and say, listen, I would really like to come back and speak and have an opportunity to speak. And they will make arrangements with you because they're reasonable people.
Am I supposed to do continuing education?
I don't know about that. As you just
Well,
saw.
we tried to compromise per our conversation earlier, right? They tried to compromise. So I'm sure they want you to come and speak.
Oh,
Okay? I will inform that of them.
I'll be back.
I'll inform them.
I'm pretty sure that they clearly want to pass this and don't want to hear from us. That's why they did this. I know you're not
That's-
partial.
that's
I'm just,
fine.
I know. But I want it to be noted that I left on my own and I did not resist.
You did it.
And I am also not trespassing because I have a right to be at a public property that I pay taxes for.
was talked to.
And I have already signed up to speak. They know that I'm supposed to be speaking on this, and I do want to be afforded the right to watch.
Well, they have trespassed you. Okay? You are trespassed. After this, I'm going to ask you to leave, and I'm sure you will because you're a reasonable person, and you'll make arrangements at a later time with the school board here to come back and speak, whatever that means. If that means they to wear a mask or you stay out here and don't wear a mask, that'd be between you and them. And then
Call in.
yes,
I mean, can you see today? Because I need to talk to them today because they're voting today. That's why this is so
yes,
important.
ma'am. Well, before I leave, I'll let them know.
A school board member, maybe not security, but maybe a representative of the board
So they can
itself.
talk to these people who I couldn't talk to even though I work for school. That's what you're telling me to take it up.
That's who I suggested.
Interesting.
Okay? All right, so we just need to leave now, but we thank everybody for their cooperation. We do. We understand everybody's frustrations.
We're not mad at you at all. We appreciate you. We love you. We literally do.
Drug me out of a building and you're saying thank you to me? Give me a
Well, we asked you very nicely to leave.
Are you going to go in and, I mean, can
Yes.
you get my number? I mean, I really
If
do
you
want to
want-
speak before
Yeah.
they vote.
Give me your number.
386-852-5651.
852-5651. 386-852-5651.
Yes.
Okay.
And I know that now, see, they're not going to hear from anybody who's opposed to their
Somebody
idea.
left their drink. I
Even
don't know
though
if that belongs to someone.
I wore my mask. I wore it the entire time. How does that
I'm
make sense?
not disagreeing that you did
I know,
or
but
didn't
how does
wear
that make sense then? How could I have been trespassed?
it. Well, let's.
Did I not wear it?
You were it the whole time.
The entire time.
I understand. I hear what you're
I
saying.
know it's
I
not-
wasn't
I know
here
it's
the
not
entire
you. I'm
time.
just-
If
I
you're-
know that, but I literally
I'm just
walked
saying
in
this
and
is
I had
so
my own
clear the
mask.
abuse of power that they have over our children right now. This is, I mean, just shows it
gotcha.
that they call the cops on parents not wearing a mask to have them removed and call it trespassing. It just exemplifies exactly why we're here today. That there's no
I
oversight
hear what
for
you're
them.
saying.
I know.
Well,
I'm just.
if they're not going to allow me to come in to speak, they need to allow me to call in.
I will give them that information. Once I escort you guys down here and we're moving on our way, I give you my word, Rebecca, that I'm going to go let them know, okay? And I'll give you their phone number.
Yeah, I'm walking up the stairs now. What's that?
Thank you, Mom. I appreciate your cooperation again. Thank you.
We on this property, you wear a mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know where to go into this.
Hey, man.
So we didn't actually arrest anyone, correct?
No, we've trespassed everyone from the property.
Hey, Brian.
All right, I gotta hang up the phone.
You gotta come in
Oh, never mind. Here he is.
You have my picture. I can at least just tell you everyone.
Their business development specialist who is here today, Mr. David Jimenez, and the entire Launch Credit Union staff have done so many things that are Last year, Launch awarded 4 students at Spruce Creek High School.
All right, they're all in the process of leaving. This was the female that was standing next to me, probably the most reasonable out of all of them. She was in the blue shirt right here. She's been trespassed to left the property, however, she would like to speak. So if there's a possibility to have her call in or whatever, that's all she would like. I told her I'd pass that information on to you. Okay. Okay.
Elementary, middle, and high schools get monetary donations throughout our district.
I don't know if we're doing any on camera.
We do it eventually live on stage.
Yeah.
Who sits on their couch and doesn't come out and say that's ridiculous? A 5-year-old going to school every single day with a mask on. Their family doesn't agree. But guess what? You're the property of the city. You're the property of the county. Because these children, they're the property of the nation now. Families have no
Yeah,
choice.
I gave it to him.
You
I
think you
can't
own
tell
your
you if
kids?
he's going to
Ha!
call you or not,
We're
but
taking them.
like I told you,
That's
so I
what's
gave him your
happening,
phone number,
The
and
public school
he seemed
system
receptive.
is taking the
Okay.
children.
So, all right?
They
I appreciate that.
are
Yeah,
co-opting
thank you.
your rights as parents.
Grabbed her and brought her out.
All right, Shunda.